A very good morning, all of you. Today I am going to teach you the next poem, that is The Trees, written by Adrian Rich. So, first, let me tell you what is the central idea of this poem. The Trees is written by Adrian Rich, and what is the central idea? In this, the poet shows the conflict between the man and nature. So the poet want to tell us that with the growth and development of society, human beings have used nature for their own benefit, right? And caused a lot of harm to it. So the poet wants to give us the message that the presence of a few trees inside our home does not become equal to the nature, right? Nowadays you see the people are cutting forest for their own mean, but what they are showing, they are planting some trees in front of their house. So the motto is not, actually their motto is not to grow more trees but to make their house more beautiful, right? So the poet is saying that the presence of a few trees inside our homes does not equal to the nature, and it is a very false idea of nature. What is real nature? Real nature is outside in the forest that we are destroying and that we have already destroyed, right? So let's start the poem with the very first para. The trees inside are moving out into the forest that was empty all these days, where no bird could sit, no insect hide, no sun bury its feet in shadow. The forest that was empty all these nights will be full of trees by morning. Empty, everybody knows, vacant, right? So, in the first para, the poet says that the trees in his house are moving outside. Where? Into the forest, right? Which is empty from a long time, right? So actually you know that trees cannot move, right? So it's an imaginary thing, right? The poet is imagining that the we have destroyed the forest, and what the humans are doing, they are keeping, or they are keeping the plants inside their house, right? So the forest outside is empty and no bird could sit on the branches of the trees. Neither no insect could hide in the trees, and sunlight could never disappear under the shadows of the trees, right? So the speaker feels that the empty forest will be full of trees by the next morning, as he is saying that the trees from his house are moving outside. So what he believes that the next morning maybe the forest will be full of trees. All nights the roots work to disengage themselves from the cracks in the veranda floor. The leaves strain towards the glass. Small twigs, stiff with exertion, long cramped boughs shuffling under the roof, like newly discharged patients, half dazed, moving to the clinic doors, right? So we can see what is the meaning of disengage. That means get free. Veranda, the space outside the house. Strain, make a lot of effort, right? Twigs means the topmost part of branches. Stiff means hard, right? Long cramped means shrunk. Cramped means shrunk. Exertion means pressure, right? Dazed means half shocked. Shuffling means, boughs means large branches of a tree. All right. So these are your hardwood meanings. So in this stanza, the poet says that the trees work silently in the night in order to complete their mission. What is their mission? Of getting free from the boundaries of the house. So they walk all night to free themselves through the cracks on the veranda floor, right? And what he says that the leaves of the trees try very hard, right, to put a lot of pressure on the glass so that they could break it. So, and he says the larger branches of the trees that have shrunk because of being inside the walls and under the roof where they cannot grow much, right? Because it has limited area, so they cannot grow to its full length. And he says they try to move slowly from there and look like newly discharged patients from a hospital who become half shocked on coming to the outside world. Right? This was your second para. What is the third para? I sat inside, doors open the veranda, writing long letters in which I scarcely mention the departure of Forrest from the house. The night is fresh, the whole moon shines in a sky still open. The smell of leaves and lichen still reaches like a voice into the rooms. Lichen means crusty patches on the tree trunks that you must have seen. Departure, leaving, scarcely means hardly. Right? So in this stanza, the speaker, who could be the poet herself, what she is doing, I was referring he, but what she is doing, she is sitting in her house writing long letters, right? The doors of which open to the veranda. And what she is doing, she hardly mentioned in her letters about the trees that are moving out to the empty forest. And here it describes that it is a full moonlight where the moon is shining in the open sky and the night is very fresh. You can see that it's written, and the poet says that he can smell the leaves and lichen coming from the trees that reach to her like a voice, right? My hand is full of whispers which tomorrow will be silent. Listen, the glass is breaking. The trees are stumbling forward into the night. Winds rush to meet them. The moon is broken like a mirror. Its pieces flash now in the crown of the tallest oak. Whispers means low, hushing voice. Silent means quiet. Stumbling, walk unsteadily. Rush, hurry. Flash, shine. Oak, it's a name of a tree. So in this stanza, the speaker listens to the sound coming from the leaves and the lichens of the trees, right? These sound will not be there in the morning. Why? Because she is saying that as the trees will move out to the forest in the night, right? And will not be in the house by the morning. So she says that as the glass breaks, the tree hurry outside in doing so. And what happens? They fall on each other, right? And get struck at different places, right? As the trees go in the open, what happens? The wind move fast towards them to meet them, right? So the poet is saying that the use of moon is an imaginary to show that between the ground and the sky stands the trees, and the one can look at the parts of the moon and not the full moon from under the trees. And when this will happen, when the trees will be outside or will be in the forest, and they will grow up to their full length, right? So this was a poem, The Trees, written by Adrian Rich. Thank you.